Scalise apparently is with our Paul Murphy live tonight. Very happy man. Paul?
Katie, we're here with Congressman Steve Scalise, House Majority Leader Steve Scalise, who just got a new 2-year contract to do what he likes to do here, is to represent the people of your district.
Well, thank you, and it was an honor. Thank the people of Southeast Louisiana for giving me this opportunity for another 2 years to represent them in Congress. Obviously, a lot we have to do. Still a lot we don't know about these other races. Closely watching the presidential race. It's going really good for President Trump right now, but a lot of states that are still out there, and then the House we still don't know either. But you know, at least we got a big victory tonight, and I'm excited about that.
And you talked just a little while ago in your speech to supporters. You ticked off a few things that you really want to accomplish when you get back up to D.C.
Yeah, you know, if you think about it, Louisiana has a lot to do with what our country needs to get back on track. You know, getting good energy policy is great for Louisiana, but it's really critical to lowering inflation, to lowering costs. One of the reasons you have so many high costs at the grocery store, at the gas station, on your utility bills is because of bad energy policy. So if we get that right, it will not only create more jobs in Louisiana, it'll bring in more revenue, billions of dollars to restore Louisiana's coast, but it also lowers costs for families all over the country. You know, and I'm going to continue to fight for those kind of policies. We need to secure the border. It affects Louisiana, it affects every state, but that's something we've been focused on as well.
You know, I was just talking to your friend, Parish President Matt Jewell, about Risk Rating 2.0 and the federal flood insurance program. What can you finally do? We talked about this 2 years ago when you won re-election. We've been talking about it for years, but nothing's been done. What can be done to bring down these flood insurance rates that are costing people their homes?
Yeah, we've been fighting against Risk Rating 2.0 for a long time, but one of the things we're trying to get is just basic transparency to see how they came up with this algorithm that are causing so many people to see their flood insurance rates go through the roof, even though they have better flood protection than they did before. And Matt Jewell is leading the charge in a lawsuit against FEMA. I think he's going to be successful because they've literally been hiding that data from the American people. They're a taxpayer-funded agency. They're going to have to show that, so I think we're going to win in court. And Matt Jewell started that lawsuit, so I think it's going to benefit people all across the country, but clearly here in Southeast Louisiana.
Let me ask you a hypothet. In politics, you don't really like to talk about hypothets, but if President Trump, former President Trump, gains back the White House, what does that look like for Louisiana?
Well, President Trump coming back to the White House will be great for Louisiana. You know, again, he wants strong energy policy. That's great for us. He wants to secure the border. That's important for our security here at home. You know, he stood up to the bullies. We didn't have any new wars, but we also, you know, our allies around the world, whether it's Israel, Ukraine, any other country, knew that we had our back, and the bad guys like Russia, China, Iran were not moving against our friends around the world. So I think that kind of strength is needed in the White House, and hopefully it happens tonight.
Conversely, if Kamala Harris wins, what does that look like for Louisiana?
You know, we've been pointing out all the things that need to change in this country, and I think a lot of people would tell you today, country's on the wrong track, and that means a change needs to happen. You know, that's what I surely will continue to be fighting for, to lower costs, to secure our border. Those are the things that people care about.
One last word for your supporters.
I just want to thank everybody who's worked so hard. And again, all the people that came out to vote, whether they voted for me or not, the opportunity to represent Southeast Louisiana for another 2 years is a true honor. And I really appreciate and look forward to that opportunity.
Thank you very much, Congressman Steve Scalise. Again, winning that new 2-year contract to represent the folks in the 1st Congressional District here in Louisiana. We're live at Drago's at Steve Scalise's watch party in Metairie. Paul Murphy, WWL, Louisiana.